That was the stupidest bar ever. They didn't even have Wi-Fi. What are we gonna do when there's smart beers, you know? Oh, the charity stream! I have so many ideas for that! Yeah! Yeah! For the children! I'm gonna build a perfect giveaway PC to help raise money for those little tykes, because they deserve it. Every last one of them. I'm gonna text Lyle so I don't forget. Building an extreme PC for the kiddos. In a way, they're really my kids. We will raise 10 million. I will wear a chicken suit. You're the best bro ever. Love you, batch. Whoa.
What the fuck you do last night?
What?
You hungover, huh? You remember what you sent me? You were talking about building computer for some kid charity thing. But Jack Daniel make you sound like a Catholic priest. Now you're being cancelled on social media.
What do you mean? I texted you.
No, you tweet me.
What? What did I say?
Ricker, I know a guy in China who give you new identity as a lady boy. Do you have a scissor?
Just tell me what I said.
Where should I start, Subway Jared? You say, my next phone tower is for the children.
Oh God.
Not enough youngsters know how to screw.
Oh my God.
Boys and girls will prosper from this glorious mounting.
This can't be happening.
We'll ram the sickness out of them. I will fill all the slots for the children.
Where's my passport?
It's time I give them a full road. You in deep shit. Should I read the second tweet?
Well, guys, it's been a tough journey. After my catastrophic mishap, the online community and powers that be have made it clear that I need to take a step back from the internet and public parks. It's a tough pill to swallow, but I believe in accountability. Before I take leave, I want to make amends to those I've hurt. The viewers, my parole officer, but especially the children. Following through with my original plan, I'm putting together a high-end gaming PC that will be one of many giveaway prizes during my and Paul's charity stream for the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles on December 9th. It'll be a fun-filled day of charitable fundraising, PC gaming, and premium tech giveaway items that make my ankle GPS look embarrassing. Join us for a meaningful cause as we support children in need. Now let's make a positive impact together and build a PC with haste. My curfew was pretty strict. Okay, I've had my fun. That intro was absolutely insane. Obviously not real. Sad that I have to even say that, but none of it was real, except the part about the actual charity stream. We're doing that December 9th. Mark your calendars. It's gonna be fun for the children, but let's hope that I don't get canceled for making a joke about getting canceled. That would be very funny. I would go homeless, probably, but that would make it even funnier. I'm building this thing right now. I'm starting to build Core i7 14700K. 20 cores, 8 of those are performance cores, 12 efficiency, and then we've got 28 threads on that bad boy. Max turbo up to 5.6 gigahertz. We got this beautiful board from MSI, the MPG Z790 Edge TI Max Wi-Fi. It's crazy. It's a crazy long name. The VRM heat sinks look pretty intense. Oh, it looks like there's a heat pipe actually going from this heat sink to the other one. It almost looks like a singular heat sink, but they're just very close together. They're chonky, bro. They're chonky. I bet they do some real dissipation there. Very beautiful board. We've got 16+1+1 power phase VRM. It supports DDR5 DRAM as well as PCIe Gen 5, Lightning Gen 5. Lightning, the marketing, I love it. I'm not gonna say Lightning anymore, it's silly. Gen 5 on the SSD slot, just the top slot. There's like 3 other slots right here, 3 or 4 other slots that are Gen 4, but this top slot that's above the BI-16 PCIe slot is wired for Gen 5 performance. We're starting to see Gen 5 SSDs and NVMe drives come out, so that's exciting. We also get a Gen 5 PCIe BI-16 slot at the top there. Once Gen 5 GPUs are available to us, that slot will come in handy. Well, why don't we just actually do the SSD. Let me get my little mini screwdriver. Oh wait, actually, I don't think I need to. This is supposed to be toolless, isn't it? It is toolless! Oh, that is cool. So there's magnets. There's just a little latch that you just push. It's like a little button. See. Oh, it just snaps in, it's so nice. You just push this little button in and it just pops up. I've only seen toolless for the actual SSD installation, so that's pretty neat. By the way, this is a MSI Spadium M480 Pro. Aha, there we go. Bada bang, bada boom. Thank you to MSI for sponsoring this video, by the way. What bros MSI is for sponsoring this one. Give it up for MSI. So this is actually gonna be a very full MSI build, full of MSI hardware. Actually, everything in this build is MSI, with the exception of the processor and the memory. It's right here in front of my freaking face, Kyle. Jeez Louise. 32 gigs, actually. 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance DDR5. 6,000 mega transfers per second. All right. AIO? Anybody? The MSI Mag Core Liquid E360 360 millimeter radiator. Why don't we go ahead and mess with the backplate first? LGA. Is it this one? Ha ha! It's got the adhesive strips, so I could stick it to the back of the motherboard, but I never like doing that. It's too committal. It's too much commitment. Maybe I just need to go to therapy. All right, let's mount these little bad boys. Come on. Are you threading? Are you threading or are you not threading? You're threading. There we go. There we go. If you drop one of these in a taco, is it a Mexican standoff? Intel brackets. Let's see. How does this go? Oh, I see. Aha.
I'm smart. I'm a special boy.
These little screws are so little. Oh, they're so little. Ah. Gotcha, bitch. Thermal paste. Rate my thermal paste application. Rate it. Rate it, you know you want to. You know it's a 10 out of 10. You can't even argue. Okay, which way do we want this to go? Let's go. All right, Mario, which way are we going? Oh, let's go. This way. Oh, this pump, it rotates. That means it's idiot proof. This is perfect for me. This part matters though. Let me run over to the case. I'm gonna see what this looks like in the case. Oh god, it's so tight. It's so tight. Oh god. I figured it out, sonny boy. It's gonna go like this. We're gonna go like this, okay? Tubes on the pump block facing to the right. The tubes on the radiator facing to the left. Pretty clean looking AIO, I must say. Not too shabby. Performance-wise, we'll see how she does once we get it all fired up. Motherboard assembly already done, baby. Fans. It looks like these are the same fans that come with the case, which is really nice. I don't like it when they don't match perfectly. It really grinds my gears. It looks like these just connect with 3-pin 5-volt connectors for the RGB anyway, and then the fans themselves are 4-pin PWM, but it does look like the RGB is daisy chainable, so that's helpful. Busting out the case. Oh, the cooler came with 2 3-fan splitters. What the? Oh, maybe for push-pull if you want to add more fans. Actually, I could use this for the case, because the case has 4 included fans, 3 at the front, which will work perfectly with that splitter, baby. The case is MSI's MPG Gungnir 300R Airflow. Gungnir, Gungnir, Mid tower, it's white, baby! Did you notice we're building a white PC again? It does come in black as well, though, and maybe I should adjust the camera angle. I'll zoom out a little bit, little zoom in. No, wrong way, zoomies! We do have pre-installed standoffs in the case and a pre-installed motherboard I/O shield, baby! Do we have a raised middle standoff? Oh, there it is. Hear that click? This is always like the most boring part of a PC build, at least when I'm filming. Just screwing in the motherboard because it's like so tedious and kind of, it's boring, right? It's like visually, there's nothing really going on. I don't know what to talk about. Like, I don't know. How's your life going? Things good? Hope everything's all right. You're in good health. You've eaten chocolate recently. The cat let you pet it. All right. Before I install this big boy, I'm going to have some foresight and plug in our 8-pin EPS cable from our power supply, which is over. Okay, let's get around. Woo. Now, I do have sleeved extensions for this build, but I'm only going to use the ones where they're visible, because actually it is going to be visible because there's so much room in this case. Look at that. I was just assuming that the radiator and fan assembly would cover up our 8-pin completely, but look, it's just you can't see anything. But there's still plenty of visibility because we've got a lot of ceiling room in this case. Oh, that's the other thing I should mention about this case. Dual 360mm radiators can be installed at the top and the front simultaneously, and they can both be push-pull. So that's a lot of clearance. All right, I actually need an 8-pin extension. All right, here we go. Get her in. Go down. Go down. Oh no. Is this gonna be all right? Are we gonna be okay? Everything's gonna be okay. Is it though? Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fans installed now.
It's power supply time. It's time for power.
Also from MSI. I don't think have I ever used an MSI power supply before? I don't know. I haven't used a gigabyte PSU in a while, that's for sure. Anyway, this is the MAG A850GL PCIe 5. So yes, it's fully ready for PCIe Gen 5 compatibility. It's an ATX 3.0 unit. It's got native 16-pin that 16-pin PCIe connector, 600 watts capable for NVIDIA 40 series GPUs and Gen 5 GPUs when they're ready. It also is 80+ gold certified and fully modular, so that's cool. This is a black PSU as you can see, but MSI will be releasing a white one very soon. Actually, they didn't say exactly when, so don't quote me on the very soon part, but they will be releasing a white unit in the future. They just didn't have one in time for this video. That's okay, you don't really see it too much, especially from the other side. It is not visible, so it'll be our dirty little secret. Okay, really quick, there's a lot of stuff going on back here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 2.5-inch trays for SSDs or 2.5-inch drives. There's a hard drive cage for 3.5-inch drives that has 2 trays. You could also mount 2.5-inch drives to that as well. We have Velcro straps and tons of tie-down points. And then we also have a controller. This seems to be a PWM fan and RGB controller. So, wow, look at all that. Okay, I was thinking we just had to rely solely on the motherboard for RGB headers, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them here. 3-pin 12-volt headers, and then we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 PWM fan headers. That is pretty swanky. I like that. What does this say? This just says, don't plug it in the wrong way, you dipshit. Okay, I think we just need to do, let me do some cable management and then we'll be ready for the GPU. Holy crap, that was quick. Getting down to the wire here. Okay, GPU, saving best for last as usual. We've got the MSI RTX 4080 16GB Gaming X Slim in white. Oh my God, it's so nice. This is so nice. I haven't seen this GPU before. It kind of looks like the Supreme, but a little bit smaller. I mean, slim after all. It is a very sleek card. It's still chonky though. It's still got some nice chonk, and by chonk I mean big fatty heat sinks, some nice heat pipes in there I see, and a very beautiful shiny backplate, although we probably won't see it much because we're gonna be mounting this GPU vertically. Of course, you do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 expansion slots that are horizontal for traditional mounting, but they've also given you a plate. They've included a plate that allows for vertical mounting, which I think is pretty sweet, so I want to check it out, see how it works. Looks like there's 2 thumb screws on the back of this plate. You just pop it out after you do the thumb screws, and it's got push pins, 4 push pins, but then those 2 thumb screws as well, just to make it nice and secure. You don't want your GPU flying out of your case. And then you just pop this back, boom. Oh, it's so easy. Oh my God. Okay, so this is cool because I think this is only maybe this is like a 3-slot card. 3-slot card. Oh, we haven't even talked about the GPU. The GPU sag bracket. Actually, why don't we talk about that first? Okay, this is a big feature of the case too, this 3-way, or I don't know, 3-4-way sag bracket. There's so many different things you can do with it. It's omnidirectional. It's completely toolless. Obviously there's screws, but there's like thumb screws, but it's omnidirectional, so it allows you to do a lot of different configurations because, let's face it, not every GPU is exactly the same size and shape. There's a lot of weird variation when it comes to graphics cards, and sometimes you buy a sag bracket or it comes with a bracket, usually it's a third-party bracket, that doesn't always fit properly. You can see all these holes right here that allow you to adjust the bracket closer to the front of the case or further back, and then this also rotates as well. Boom, boom, does 90-degree turn, and then these also go in and out. These can also go up and down too. This is the most American sag bracket I've ever seen because there's so much freedom. It also lights up, and all that freedom is gonna allow us to use this sag bracket even with a vertical GPU. That is actually pretty cool. Although we do need a riser cable. Be right back. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the slot in the slot. Aha, and you know what? I like this. I like this vertical bracket because it actually puts the GPU much more centered in the build. It's not super close to the tempered glass panel, restricting all the airflow. These fans not suffocating our beautiful little fans. They deserve a good life. All right, you know what? This is gonna be much easier if I prop up the build, so be right back. performance. We're in Cyberpunk 2077 right now at 4K, baby. Ultra ray tracing is enabled. We, of course, do have DLSS 3.0 running as well to assist us. Why not take advantage fully of that RTX 4080? Doing a lot of work, and I should mention that we're on the balance setting for that. But you can see we're getting well over 100 FPS right now, around 100. It depends on where you're at in the city. Here in Night City, in the downtown areas, it's closer to 100, but when you get on the freeways and it's more open, you're gonna see around 115, 125 FPS, which is fantastic at these settings. Our GPU is fully loaded right now. Our CPU, however, is running around 30% utilization. GPU clock at 2745 megahertz, and look at them temps, my goodness. Mid-60s on the GPU, getting maybe up to 65, 66C, but not much hotter than that. That is definitely thanks to the cooler that's on the GPU itself. Kudos to MSI, as well as the MSI case. I mean, the fine mesh panel does help a lot. It's just allowing a lot of fresh intake while doing the dust filtration with those 3 fans at the front and the 4 remaining fans exhausting heat at the top and back. Now, you may have noticed that I'm actually using NVIDIA's overlay today to give you all these diagnostics, as opposed to Afterburner, which is what I usually use, but it was crashing this game for some reason. I haven't tested this with any other titles, but it was not playing nicely with this build and this particular game. I think it has more to do with Reba Statistics Tuner, which runs alongside MSI to provide the overlay, but I didn't really have much time to figure out exactly what was going on there. So we've switched to NVIDIA overlay, which also means we don't have CPU temperatures. So I've got hardware info running in the background, and you can see here running about 50s in the mid 50s on our 14700K. Now the maximum does say 78. That is an outlier, however. Our average temperature with this whole run, which has been about 10-15 minutes so far, is about 56 degrees C. So I wouldn't worry too much about that spike. These are really mild temperatures that we're dealing with, and it makes a lot of sense since we're really only utilizing the CPU about 30%. And also that MSI AIO seems to be doing some pretty good work. So overall, an absolute beast of a system. I think whoever wins it is going to be very, very happy.
Speaking of giveaways, MSI also hooked me up with a trio of peripherals to complete the setup. So I figured I'd just pay it forward and give those away too. This is going to be separate from the PC giveaway. That way more people have a chance to win something cool. The monitor is the MSI Mag 247 UPF. This is a 27-inch 4K 144 Hz rapid IPS display with a 1 millisecond response time. It's got HDMI 2.1 and support for G-Sync and FreeSync Premium, all of which really combine to make games like Cyberpunk here just look and feel fantastic. The keyboard is pretty sweet. It's the MSI Vigor GK50 Elite TKL 10 keyless LLUS. It's a mechanical keyboard, of course, using Kale Blue switches, detachable USB-C cable. It's got 3 different inclines for ergonomic convenience. And with MSI software, you can create and save up to 3 profiles, each with different settings, effects, and macros. The mouse is the MSI Clutch GM41 Lightweight Wireless. 74 grams. It's a light mouse. It's definitely on the lighter side. I wouldn't say it's the lightest mouse I've ever used, but if you don't like the ultra light, but you like it kind of light, this might be the mouse for you. Optical sensor with up to 20,000 DPI, 1 millisecond of latency. This thing is indistinguishable. I mean, I'm not a pro gamer, but for me, I can't tell this apart from a wired mouse. They're just so damn fast these days. 90 minutes to fully charge this thing. A 10-minute charge is 9 hours of use. Obviously, your mileage may vary, but that's what it said on the box. It also claims an 80-hour battery life, which is insanity, and a charging dock. It comes included with a charging dock that can hold the wireless dongle as well. It's very easy to just pop on and off. You don't have to plug in anything to charge this thing. And it's using Omron switches, which will basically outlive all of us. All right, my dudes, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to join me and Paul for our charity stream for the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles on December 9th. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys can make it, even if it's just for a little bit. You don't need to donate to watch. Just come and help support us in the cause. And don't forget, while you're there, to enter the giveaway to win this awesome PC. Have a good one, guys. I will see you in the next one.